Shalom. All praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashim Chakwadash. Peace and double honor to the apostles and elders of GMS that give us his truth and all the spirituality, and salutations to all you occupation this word throughout the four corners of the earth and sincerity and the truth. This lesson, is going to be touching, this whole Trump administration, his cabinet, all the people that he's choosing, they're pro-J-ish, all right? They're pro-small hats, and a lot of them are actually J-ish. And as you can see in this video from the elder brother, GMS Vegas Sit Down, the elder brother Karatazar out of Vegas, he put together these different clips of Trump's cabinet fully advocating to the total support of Israel. All right. They all have one thing in common. They all support Israel, including Trump, which shows you that this guy is a scam artist because he been promising people that he's going to stop World War III. All right. But he vows for total support of Israel, which Israel wants to start World War III by attacking Iran. So right there, that should have been a red flag. They act like this guy just doing his own thing as if, he's going against the deep state. He's not controlled. This man is controlled opposition. And the proof of that is he's a Republican. Both of those parties are controlled, the Republican and the Democrat. Why don't you ever hear any other parties being pushed, like the Green Party, or whatever else parties is out there? They exist, but you don't see them get investments from these J-ish billionaires, because that's who be funding those campaigns. Those businessmen, those billionaires, they all J-ish. All right. And this man Trump, I forgot the guy's name, but there's this J-ish man that he's indebted to that basically pulled him out of the mire, pulled him out of bankruptcy, and basically, help him keep his wealth. All right. So he's in total debt to them, man. That's why if you watch this video in the beginning, he's talking about, matter of fact, I'll just play it.
We're going to make Israel great again, and we're going to make America great again. We're going to make them both great again, greater than ever before. 15 years ago, Israel was the strongest lobby, if you want to use the word lobby, had the strongest representation of people like this. These are great people, Miriam. But the strongest there was, if you said something about a Jewish person or something about Israel that was bad, you were out of politics. I will be your defender, your protector, and I will be the best friend Jewish Americans have ever had in the White House. You know that. Thank you.
Yeah, you heard it. You're going to make Israel great again. I will be your protector, your biggest protector, all right, that you have in the White House. And he said that before, whenever you said anything about them, you get cut out of politics, which is still true to this day, all right? And not only in politics, now they've made it to where if you say anything bad about them online, period, your videos get taken down. If you work at a regular job, you lose your job. And that just shows who runs the society. Because Voltaire had this quote where he said, if you want to know who control the world or who controls society, find out who you can't criticize, find out who you can't speak against, So, them not being able to be criticized just shows that they're the ones in control. And they always dismiss those claims as baseless, as conspiracy theories, that J-ish people run the world. Well, why would, people get labeled anti-Semitic and all these things if that was not true? You don't see, other people, other groups of people going so hard to not be criticized, man. All right? Running campaigns and having different organizations to protect them. This is how you know who the Edomite is, man. The tribe of Amalek. Let's start off with that. This is Numbers chapter 24, verse 20. And when he looked on Amalek, Amalek is the biblical nationality of the J-ish people. All right. Amalek are a tribe of Esau Edom. All right. They're nothing but so-called white people, all right, who converted to Judaism. They're the same people. They try to act like they're two different races, two different groups, whereas they're the same people. It's just that one is Jewish and one is Christian or atheist or whatever, they believe in. So it says that when he looked on Amalek, he took up his parable and said, Amalek was the first of the nations. They are the first of the nations because they was the first ones to come up against us when we came out of Egypt. All right. They're always the first ones to, try to sabotage us. Just like, what was his name? Haman, if I'm not mistaken. Was it Haman? That Edomite, that came up against Mordecai, all right, the Amalekite, he was a Jewish person, all right, and he was set up on the destruction of the Jews, all right, but it ended up backfiring on him, and he ended up having to pay with his life, but it just shows you Amalek, they're always the first ones to come up against us, orchestrating different experiments, to, take over the minds of our people, the projects, for example, was started because they used this experiment with mice. And they find out that when you set them up, packed up like that, just like in the hood, in the projects, they become aggressive. They start becoming very violent towards one another, start killing each other, and this is what they modeled Jake Neighborhood after. Now, why would they do that unless they have some type of agenda? All right. They know that we're the real Jews and they do everything in their power to break us up. All right. And what else? The music industry, rap, they had this meeting to where, they wanted a rap to only be gangster rap and, debaucherous music, to basically pollute the minds of our people, man. So they always the first ones against us. And not only that, they're the first of the nations. They're the chief of all nations. All right. It says, but his latter end shall be that he perish forever. So this is why all the nations are gathering up over there against you in the Middle East. They've been able to accomplish something that's never been done before, which is to unite the Arab nations, Shiite and Sunni. Unite them both against the common enemy, which is they call you little Satan over there. All right. So all nations now coming up against you, man. All right. And this is all biblical prophecy, man. You're not able to hide you all any longer, man. And we bringing it out. This is why they passing different laws and legislations to take us off the internet. This is Jeremiah chapter 49. Verse, I'm going to start at 7. It says, concerning Edom, thus saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahshua, is wisdom no more in seamen? Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished? Flee ye, turn back, dwell deep, O inhabitants of Dedan, for I will bring the calamity of Esau upon him, the time that I will visit him. So we're in the time of the Lord visiting, Esau, Edom. Matter of fact, real quick, 2nd Ezra, was it 6 or 2nd Ezra 9? Yep, this is 2nd Ezra chapter 9, verse 1. It says, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. Yeah, we measure the times, through the scriptures. That's the measuring line that the Lord gave us, to see where we at in prophecy. To prove that, you go to Revelation, I believe the 11th chapter, where John the Revelator said there was given him a reed like unto a rod, which is a measuring ruler. It's like a ruler, all right? And he was talking about the scriptures. So the scriptures is their ruler that we use to measure the times that we're in. And right now we're living in the last days of the last days. And the proof of that is all the prophecies, man. The wars and the rumors of wars Yahweh Shah told us about, the earthquakes in diverse places, all right? The unnatural disasters that's taking place. All of these things are signs of the downfall of the so-called white man and the heathens, all right? Because according to the scriptures, Esau, Edom is the downfall of all the heathen nations. All right. So it says, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, the signs is the prophecies, then shalt thou well understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. So the highest is visiting the world which he made. All right. And he's doing that by manifesting himself in the form of plagues. All right. The natural disasters. You're right. The wars and rumors of wars, and everything that's coming down the pipeline. All right. So the Most High is visiting the world, which he made. And who's in charge of the world that he made? Esau, Edom. It says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. Yeah, that's right. So that's why the scriptures say what? The Most High declared the end from the beginning, and from ancient times the things that are not yet done. So before the Most High made the universe, before he made the world, he already knew what was going to take place. He's the master manipulator, the master craft, he's the master of time, the master of all things, man. All right. That's why he's known as the Most High. Whatever high title you could think of, the Most High, he's the Lord of that, man. All right. So he's in total control, man. So the Most High is visiting the world which he made, all right, which is governed by Esau, Edom. All right. That's why, matter of fact, another quick one, 2 Ezra 6 and 9, it says, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Matter of fact, verse 7, it says, then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times, or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? So parting asunder of the times, the dividing of times, the times of the heathens' age ending and the time of Israel ruling. All right. It says, the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth. And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So Esau is the end of the first age, the first world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. All right. So Esau is being visited because the beginning of Jacob's age is around the corner. All right. Real quick, let's get Luke chapter 21, verse 24. It says, and they shall fall by the edge of the sword. In the day speaking about the Israelites. And that's what happened to us. We fell by the sword during 70 AD when the so-called white man came and destroyed Jerusalem. And we had to flee into Africa and different parts of the world to flee persecution. And this is how we became scattered even more, because we've been scattered in every Israelite captivity, but 70 AD helped that dispersion even further, and then going all the way down to the transatlantic slave trade. All right. So we've been led captive into all nations as slaves. Transatlantic slave trade, trans-Saharan slave trade, where Israelites being sold. All right. And Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles until the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled. So Jerusalem, Israel, is being trodden of the Gentiles, which is the so-called white man calling himself a Jew, and as well as these other nations that's in there. You got the Ethiopians, which are Cushites. They're not Israelites. They're not our people. You have, what's it called? You got Arabs there. They're Ishmael. You got all types of nations there, man. You even have some, Moabites in there. They call them the tribe of Naphtali. I remember years ago, they brought them. All right. They said they're the lost tribe of Naphtali. They're trying to make it seem as if they're fulfilling prophecy. Well, guess what? The scriptures say you're the Gentiles, man. All right. So that proves that the man in Israel today calling himself chosen is a fraud. All right. And this is why they don't believe in the New Testament. It says, in Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles until the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled. As we read in 2 Ezra, the end of the first and the beginning of it that follows. So that means what? That Esau signifies the downfall of the rest of the nations, of the heathens. All right. So, what was next? Slipped my mind. I guess that's it on that. Yeah, we could go back to Jeremiah chapter 49, verse 8. It says, "Flee ye, turn back, dwell deep, O inhabitants of the den, for I will bring the calamity of Esau upon him, the time that I will visit him." So the Most High is visiting Esau. Or matter of fact, let's get this one too, real quick. This is Isaiah chapter 29. Verse 6, it says, "Thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder and with earthquake and great noise, with storm and tempest and the flame of devouring fire." And this is what we see taking place. You have, Spain. They got that huge flood that happened. They got flooded in two different parts of their country. And, the flood carried 18-wheelers, buses, trucks, piled them on top of each other, mud everywhere. Y'all seen the videos, and it was hailing at the same time. And then around the same time, Nepal got flooded. All right. Dominican Republic got flooded. All over the world, there's massive, major floods, man. And major volcanic eruptions literally happening as we speak. Indonesia got a volcano eruption. Somewhere in South America got a volcano eruption. All over the world, these things are happening because this is the Most High visiting the world that he made. All right. What happened in North Carolina, what happened in Florida, all these different storms and hurricanes and earthquakes in diverse places, man. All right. Jamaica got hit with a 6-point-something earthquake. Cuba got hit with the earthquake. All right. All over the world, this is taking place because the Most High is visiting Esau, Edom. All right. So back to Jeremiah 49:9, it says, "If grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some gleaning grapes? If thieves by night, they will destroy till they have enough. But I have made Esau bare, I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself." So the Most High is basically saying that if a thief comes to rob something, he would leave something behind. They wouldn't just strip everything from their house. They wouldn't take the sheetrock from the walls, and they would at least leave something in the house. But the Most High is saying that when he visits you Edomites, you so-called white people, he ain't going to leave you with nothing. He's going to strip you of everything you have. He's going to destroy all of America. He's going to destroy Europe. All right. America is going to be annihilated, but Europe, will be rebuilt, after it feels the missiles. But everything that you have, all your possessions, is all going to be gone. The Most High is going to strip you bare, just like how you stripped us bare. All right, took all our riches and all our wealth and enslaved us. Well, guess what? We're going to do the same to you. And the scriptures say we're going to do you 1,000 times worse than you did us. All right. And that started with Amalek. Esau being made bare starting with Amalek. We're revealing that you're not the real Israelites. All right. That you the people that's behind all this chaos all over the world. You being made bare. And everybody's calling you out, man. All right. And you're not able to hide yourself. You were able to hide yourself behind anti-Semitism and hate and all that BS. But people see you for who you are. All right. A murderer, a bloodshedder. All right. A warmonger. All right. A vile, decrepit man, man. A hypocrite. All right. You being exposed, man. His seed is spoiled in his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not. All right. So all you Edomites are about to be spoiled, man. And you're not going to be. You're going to be destroyed. Ain't going to be no America, man, once the Lord is through with this place. All right? Ain't going to be no, let's go downtown. No, that's all going to be dead. It's time for change, time for slavery, man. All right? It says, "Leave thy fatherless children, I will preserve them alive, and let thy widows trust in me. For thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunken. And art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it." Yeah, so those whose judgment was not to drink of the cup, the Israelites, all right? We were not to drink of the cup, man, but we surely drunk of it, even though we're the Most High's sons and daughters, man. And you think you're going to go unpunished? No, man. You're going to drink of that cup. You're going to feel that wrath, man. The scriptures say that the Lord is going to put all the curses that he put upon us, upon our enemies, man, and those that hate us. And it also says that all they that devour us shall be devoured. All right. So whoever put hands on us, whoever had a hand in oppressing us, which is pretty much every nation, they're going to drink of that cup. But mainly you Edomites, mainly you so-called white people, man. All right? And that cup is going to be destruction, starting with nuclear destruction, going into, you coming back in a reincarnation, the ones of you that die. You're going to come back through you other white people that's in Europe and that's in other parts of the earth that's going to survive this nuclear holocaust. And you're going to come back and be reborn as slaves. All right? It says, for I have sworn by myself, saith the Lord, Yahweh Shemi Shah. So the Lord, he swore by himself, man. He put that on his name. Do you know how rare that is for the Most High to swear on his name, man? He did that for Abraham, He did that for David, I believe. All right. But the Most High rarely swears on his name, but he swore on his name that Basra shall become a desolation, a reproach, a waste, and a curse, and all the cities thereof shall be a perpetual waste. So this is how you know he's talking about America, Babylon the Great. All right. So Babylon is the only kingdom prophesied to be totally annihilated, man. All right. The Lord swore on his name that Babylon is going to be destroyed. So Basra signifies Babylon the Great, America. All right. So the Lord is going to take this place out. This is why you see all the nations all gearing up for World War III. All right. You got Iran. They already got nuclear weapons. All right. You got North Korea. They already got their ICBMs that could reach the U.S. All right. All nations are rising up against you Edomites, man. It says, I have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent unto the heathen, saying, gather you together and come against her and rise up to the battle. So all nations are rising up against you to the battle. Even China, North Korea, Iran, Russia, all these different nations that you've been bullying are now siding with your enemies, man. It says, for lo, I will make thee small among the heathen and despised among men. All right. Amalek is small over there, man. Israel, that modern Israel, because that's not the ancient land of Israel, which is why they have the Greater Israel Project. They want to take Jordan. They want to take Lebanon, Syria, all these different roundabout lands, because they really belong to us. Those are the promised land. But they think that they're going to fulfill our blessing, but that's not going to happen, man. The Lord has set a snare for them, all right, which is them going into Iran. That's going to result in their destruction, man, all right. So the Lord has made you small among the heathen. You got you're alone in the Middle East. It's nothing but Arabs all around you, and they all got their guns pointing at your face, all right. So you're small. It says, and despised among men. That's why not a Jew, when he came to the UN to make that speech, man, all the nations walked out on him as he was speaking, man. You greatly despised, man. Thy terribleness have deceived thee in the pride of thine heart. Yeah, so you've been able to terrify the earth with your military, all right? And it made you proud. He was able to take down nations and steal their wealth and resources, cause chaos, civil wars all throughout the earth, man. Thy terribleness have deceived thee in the pride of thine heart, O thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, that holdest the height of the hill. So, you hold the cleft of the rocks, all right? Your high skyscrapers and all of that, all right? You hold the height of the hill, all right? Which is, you're the chief nation, all right? The countries, the nations are known as hills in the scriptures, but you're the highest of them. You're the chief nation. America is the greatest country in the world, right? It says, though thou shouldest make thy nest as high as the eagle, I will bring thee down from thence, saith the Lord Yahweh Shemi Shah. And the eagle is the symbol of the so-called white man. It's a symbol of America. All right. So the Lord said, though you exalt yourself as the eagle, you're among the stars, right? You got your space stations. You got these elites. They done got so proud that they got space hotels and, they got trillions of dollars, man. So the Lord said he's going to bring you down. He's bringing you down right now as we speak. All right. It says, also, Edom shall be a desolation. Everyone that goeth by it shall be astonished and shall hiss at all the plagues thereof. Yeah, so, Edom is symbolic, same for Babylon the Great. All right. It says the same thing about Babylon the Great. So that's how you know Edom rules Babylon. And we're going to prove that furthermore. It says, also Edom shall be a desolation. Everyone that goeth by it shall be astonished and shall hiss at all the plagues thereof. Because after America get destroyed, and the smoke kind of clears up, everybody's going to look at this land as the land of no return. All right. The land of shadows, the land of darkness, the place that you don't go, the land of no return. All right. They're going to hiss at all the plagues just passing by. Just, wow, like this used to be the greatest country in the world. Now look at it. A great dust of desert. All right. It says, as in the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah and the neighbor cities thereof, saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahshua, no man shall abide there, neither shall the son of man dwell in it. Yeah, so just like Sodom and Gomorrah were destroyed, it's the same way America will be destroyed. All right. So how was Sodom and Gomorrah destroyed? By atomic-like energy. All right. And there's scientific evidence that proves that. So America follows after the same way of Sodom and Gomorrah. So they're going to receive the same judgment. All right. Which is going to be destruction by fire. Real quick. Let's get Luke. Is it 14 or 12? No, it's 17, Slakia. This is Luke 17 and 28. It says, likewise also as it was in the days of Lot, they did eat, they drank, they bought, they sold, they planted, they builded. But the same day that Lot went out of Sodom, it rained fire and brimstone from heaven and destroyed them all. Even thus shall it be in the day when the Son of Man is revealed. All right. So when Yahweh returns, he's coming in the same fashion, which is what? Judgment. Judgment by destruction. All right. And that just shows you that before he returns, that mindset, all right, that deviancy would be rampant throughout the world. And America's the ones that's pushing it. Babylon the Great. This is why they're promised that total annihilation, man. All right. And it starts with the JEWISH, the H people. They're the ones pushing all this wickedness throughout the four corners of the earth. They're the ones in all these presidential cabinets. They're the ones that run the so-called deep state. All right. All these people, man. Even people in Washington, they tell you that the JH people, they have total grip on Washington. All right. They control American government. That's why whoever comes into power, they're always in total support of Israel. No matter what party they're from, they're always in total support because they're the ones that's running shit. Let's get Psalms. Is it 139? No. Might be, hold on, Slack, yeah. Is it 130? No. Yeah, it is. It says Psalms 137 and 7. It says, remember, O Lord, the children of Edom and the day of Jerusalem. Edom, you so-called white people. All right. It says in the day of Jerusalem, which is when the Babylonians came to destroy our temple. You helped destroy it. And even in the time of the Maccabees, you was the ones that fucked up our temple, man. That defiled it. All right. Which is how Hanukkah came about. They commemorated, rededicating the temple. All right. Cleansing it up and saving it from the Edomites. All right. So you said, raise it even to the foundation thereof. Because you understand that the temple is our connection to the Most High. So you do everything in your power to try to cut off that connection. And now you're doing that by, demonizing us because we're the temple of the Most High now. So you demonize us, you throw filth on our names, call us terrorists and anti-Semitic, black Hebrew Israelites. That's you polluting the Most High's temple again. And now you're trying to defile the temple. You're trying to have Israel be raped, all right? The Most High's virgin. You want to lock us up, put us in these concentration camps, all right, torture us. This is what the so-called white man wants to do to us, man. This is what Trump wants to do to us under the orders of Amalek, all right? But he's not going to be successful. The Lord is going to protect his elect, man. This ain't the Romans. This ain't the Greeks, This ain't that time back then, man. We're in the time where Yahweh Hashem Yahshua is going to stand up for his men. All right, it says, O daughter of Babylon, who ought to be destroyed. So Esau, Edom is tied into Babylon the Great, all right, which is America. So that's how we know it's not talking about Iraq, all right. This is a future Babylon, a future prophecy. Like it says in Revelation, mystery Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. All right. So this is here, man, America. And you so-called white people, you're being exposed, man. It says, happy shall he be that reward of thee as thou hast served us. And this is what you're scared of. Reparations, retribution. All right. Vengeance. This is what you're scared of. This is why you're doing everything in your power to take us off the internet. All right. To demonize us and label us as terrorists and anti-Semitic and all this bullshit, man. All right. And one of Trump's people that he put in cabinet, she's advocating for that, man. The locking up people that come up against God's chosen people, the JH people. All right. Well, guess what, man? That's only gonna work to a certain extent, man. The Lord ain't just gonna have you, destroy his prophets, man. All right. So happy shall he be that reward of thee as thou hast served us. You served us by the way of captivity. Who own the slave ships? Amalek, the JH people. They're the ones that started that off, man. All right. Happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stones. So this is what's coming to you, man. You did that to our babies, to the so-called Native American children. All right. You was cutting off pregnant women's belly open, taking the baby out the womb and just dashing them against the trees, the stones, feeding our children to alligators. Well, somebody got to pay for that. You got to pay for it because you're your forefathers in the reincarnation, man. That tab is, hasn't been paid yet, man. All right. And you have that tab for eons, man. Not only for the times that you did this on this side of the world, but also for what you did to us during the time of the Greeks and the Romans. So you have a heavy tab, man, with high interest. All right. And that debt is going to be paid. So you can do everything you want. Now you want to hide behind these different policies, these different laws and legislations to try to protect you, anti-Semitic and all that. But we see you, man. Scripture say you're no longer able to hide yourself, man. And you're going to be spoiled very soon. All right. The Lord is going to use these nations to come up against you and destroy your kingdoms and your societies, and the elect is going to be saved from that destruction. And once the Lord returns with them, they're going to go all over the earth and enslave you so-called white people and the rest of you heathen nations, man. And in that time, you're going to be fully bare. All right. You're not going to be able to hide yourself any longer. You're not going to be able to be in your bunkers because we're going to get you out of that, man. All right. But yeah, that's pretty much it on this lesson. I hope this was edifying. So with that, I'm going to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushua, Ba'ashim HaKodash. Peace and double honor to the apostles and elders of GMS to give us his truth and all his purity. And salutations to all you who are this word throughout the four corners of the earth in sincerity.